Hello, fellow educators and students.
Today I'm going to do a quick little run through on how the counting system using Takadimi works. So it's kind of a funky looking counting system, and we've started working on it this year. So Takadimi will help you count any rhythm you need. So what we're going to start out is with the basics. So we're just going to do 4 quick quarter notes. Excuse how the notes look. Just trying to do this quickly so there's not a lot of waiting time on me actually drawing things out. So these won't be the best looking notes. So we have 4 quarter notes. So anytime you have a quarter note, you say the word ta. Just like that. So the nice thing is wherever the beat is, you're either saying ta or ah, depending on the type rhythm you're doing. So in this example, when there's 4 quarter notes, and here's our beat, it's going to go ta, 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 ta. Doesn't matter how fast it goes. It could be ta, 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 or ta, 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 ta. So anytime you see a quarter note, you're going to always say the word ta. So now what we're going to go down to is half notes. If you remember, half notes get 2 beats. So what we say on half notes is ta, ah. So the ta's beat 1, the ah's beat 2. Ta's beat 1, ah's beat 2. So again, either the ta or the ah will always be on the beat. So how this would go is ta, 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 ta. So you don't want that break in there because a half note's held out for 2 beats. So you want to make sure that note is held out for all that ta, ah. Then we're going to go down to a whole note. Whole notes get 4 beats. So it's going to go ta, ah, ah, ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll hold that out for that whole 4 beats. Ta, 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 ah. Just make sure there's no space between the ahs because you want the note held out for that full 4 beats. As I said, we've got the 4 quarter notes that go ta, 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 ta. You've got half notes that go ta, ah. And then you got the whole note that goes ta, ah, ah, ah. So those are your 3 simple note values. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add eighth notes. So remember, 2 eighth notes happen every beat. So while I'm writing these out real quick, again, excuse the writing. Ta, di, ta, di, ta, di. There we go. So ta, di, ta, di, ta, di, ta, di. And the beat happens with the tas. Ta, di, 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 ta, di. No matter how fast it is. Ta, di, 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 or ta, di, ta, di, ta, di, ta, di. Again, you're going to notice the ta is always on the beat. Ta, 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 di, ta, di, ta, di, ta, ta, ta. That ta is always on the beat no matter how fast or slow you go. So now let's mix it up a little bit. So we're going to do quarter, 2/8, quarter, 2/8. So the quarter we know is a ta. Eighth notes we know go ta di. And then ta di to finish up. So here's the beat. Remember, the ta's always stay on the beat. Ta, ta di ta, ta di ta, ta di ta, ta di. Let's do another one. I'm going to do a half note and 2 quarter notes. So we know the half note is ta, ah, and the 2 quarters are ta. So remember, the ta and the ah always happens with the beat. So ta, 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 ta. Now let's do something a little different here. Let's do 2 eighth notes to a half note to 2 eighth notes. So we know the eighth notes are ta-di. We know the half notes ta-ah, and then ta-di. So ta and ahs are always on the beat. Ta-di, ta-ah, ta-di, ta-di, ta-ah, ta-di, ta-di, ta-ah, ta-di. Let's change this up a little more. We're going to add in a new note, dotted half note. Has that little dot after it. So if you remember, the dot following the note adds half of the note before it. So if it's a half note, which gets 2 beats, half of 2 is 1, so the dotted half note gets 3 beats. So it's that same system with the ta-ah. But this time you're only going to do 2 ahs because you want it to have 3 beats. So if we throw a quarter note in there at the end to get that 4th beat, this would go ta-ah-ah, ta-ta-ah-ah, ta-ta-ah-ah, ta. So you get all 4 beats in that measure. So now we can change it up here a little bit. Let's do something a little bigger and a little longer. So we're going to do... There we go. Put in some little fake bar lines. A couple of eighth notes. We're going to do this as 2 lines. One more measure. Let's do... The eighth notes are ta-di, ta-ah, ta, ta, ta-di, 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 ta-ah, ta, ta, and then the 3-beat note, ta-ah-ah, for the dotted half note. So here's our tempo. Ta, ta-di, ta, 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 ta-di, 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 ta, 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 ta. So, this is the very basics of Takadimi, just going up to dotted half notes and using eighth notes. I'll do a follow-up video that goes more into 16th note based rhythms, but this is just to get you started. So, just to remember, anytime you see a quarter note, you always say ta. Eighth notes are ta-di. Half notes are ta-ah. Dotted half notes, ta-ah-ah. And then whole notes are ta-ah-ah-ah. So you can use this when using the Sight Reading Factory app or reading any of your band music. I hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I hope this helps you in your ventures on rhythm reading.
Don't forget to check out my site at adamontech.com, where you can submit suggestions or follow-up questions to these video tutorials. While there, you can also read my writings that explore a number of topics in greater detail. You can also leave a comment below or hit me up on Twitter at twitter.com/adamontech. Don't forget to hit that like button below, and while you're doing that, also take a moment to subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest tutorials. So until next time, this is Adam on Tech, signing off.